Hey, it's Tony again. Hey, I just wanted to share something. So today I finished a journal that I work on daily. It's from Darren Hardy, and it's from his Darren Daily program. So it's hundreds of entries. It's all the way from October of 2019. You know, every single business day. Monday through Friday for an entire year. There's hundreds of entries here, probably I'd say at least 250 or more. And interesting. I paid and I went to two of Darren's high performance forums down in San Diego. And I got a lot out of it. I learned a lot. I've read the guy's books. But this one practice, it's something interesting. It's a daily practice where he puts up a video and he covers a topic, in under 10 minutes, usually like 5 to 7 minutes, something like that. You know, all kinds of things, 250 different ideas. And I can tell you that it's not that any one thing had this like tremendous difference in my life, but something different. The accumulation of ideas 250 times a year, I mean, that was valuable. And I bookmarked just a few in here that I thought were some of them, like, the most profound lessons that I got that really made me think about something or, was on my mind or had an impact for some reason that day, and then I took a note of it and really went back to it. So one of them was from actually March of this year, March 11th, 2020. And the title was The Surefire Way to Live a Passion-Filled Life. And I wrote a few questions to myself. Who am I and what do I want to become? What are my core values? And what do I want others to think of me? Very interesting. Something, kind of big question to contemplate. I've already hit the big 5-0, so I already am someone, but who do I want to become next? It's not going to stay the same. Like the next chapter in my life is not going to be what it is today. And then there's another piece in here, in the same day. What do I need to become to make this the best year ever? Wow, what a great question. And I actually wrote some answers out to that. I'm not going to cover them today, but, another day I tabbed in here was from April 2020. And it had an odd title, How to Wow. And I kind of knew what this was. He went over in the HPF forum, like he spent a ton of time on just the wow factor. But I just keep coming back to this. I'm in a service business where the wow factor really matters. And like clients, like they look at your work sometimes. I'm in marketing, so they look at your work and sometimes they like it, sometimes they don't. But when they see something and it wows them, yeah, that's everything. So it's a big deal. I just wrote from what he said, prepare and plan to do very well. Don't give all the tasks the same time and energy. What are my huge payoff activities? And then double down on preparation. And then there's some more details. But basically what he was saying is like prepare to win, prepare to deliver something extraordinary. And that just takes thought, it takes time, it takes a lot of imagination and emotion, and it just doesn't happen overnight. So I thought that was another one that I really, really rang with me. There's a lot of other ones in here. I'll read one more. You guys get too bored. The next one I really, really took to heart was April 27th. I'm a big Stoic fan, and so this was a Chinese proverb, and it was a Stoic approach to adversity was the title for that day. And the moral of the whole story that it tells, and I'm not going to reread it right here because I'm not nearly as good of a storyteller as he is it's very difficult to predict good or bad luck. What does that mean? It means like, well, if something bad happens to you, sometimes there's a seed in that seemingly bad incident that could be really good. Flip side, something good happens, it can also have a side effect that's bad. Like as an example, you hear people win the lottery and then it ruins their lives. They get, lifetimes of money and it just ruins them. Some people commit suicide and die and lose all their relationships. Whereas the flip side, sometimes when someone experiences a tragedy, they turn that around, and that tragedy makes their life far more fulfilling, much greater than it was before. So that was a talk that really rang with me. I've had my share of hardships in life. Some of my story. I spent a ton of time in war zones and had, just one thing after another that's happened to me. But it's interesting in all those things. Sometimes the worst things that happened to me later on, grew into, or at least helped me develop a strength that gave me something, gave me some power later in a different way. Powerful idea. Another one was, it was part 4 of a series, and it was called Timely Advice About Your Future. I don't know how to title. I don't know how he comes up with these, but, and the moral of the day was struggle is required for transformation. Charm, beauty, and intelligence doesn't matter much for success. Hard work, grit, and character matter the most. If you outwork, out-sacrifice, and out-hustle everyone else, in the end, it will bring results. What a powerful idea. Anyway, just wanted to share with you, hey, if you're not listening to Darren Daily, I definitely recommend it. It's one of those things, it's literally 5 to 7 minutes a day, and he's done all the work for you to come up with a big idea that could have an impact. So I've been listening to him for years. I don't even know how long. I think since the beginning, at least 3 years, maybe longer. But yeah, so I've got this journal, just finished it, and guess what? I have another one in the closet. I'm going to start on the next one and keep it going into 2021 because 2020 has been tough and it's been a bust. But hey, maybe there's something better in 2020 that I'll take into 2021 and make things even better than it has been. So to Darren and the A-Team, thank you. I'll send you a link to this video on my YouTube channel, Primal Storytelling. But for all of you who haven't discovered Darren yet, DarrenHardy.com, check him out. Sign up for Darren Daily. It's free. Totally, he should charge for it, but that's his gift to the world. So I hope you find it as helpful as I have. Take care.